Welcome back, treasure hunters, history buffs, and coin collectors. Today, we are diving deep into the incredible story of a seemingly ordinary coin that may be hiding in your pocket change, a small piece of metal with a giant secret. The Liberty One dime from 1983 with the Denver Mint mark, the 1983 D. Roosevelt dime. But this isn't just any old dime. It's a dime with hidden rarity. An amazing historical background, and believe it or not, it has reached a market value of $1 million in private collector circles. Yes, you heard that right, 0.1 cent short of $1, but worth $1 million today. So buckle up, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's dive into the fascinating world of this $1 million treasure, the 1983 D. Liberty One dime. The Roosevelt Dime series began in 1946, right after the death of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt was more than a political leader. He was a symbol of resilience and a champion of the people during some of the darkest days of American history, including the Great Depression and World War II. His legacy extended beyond politics. He played a pivotal role in raising awareness and funding for the March of Dimes, an organization created to fight polio, the very disease he personally battled for most of his adult life. After his passing, the nation honored him with a dime, a fitting tribute due to his ties to the March of Dimes. This new coin replaced the winged Liberty Head dime, also known as the Mercury dime. Designed by John R. Sinek, the Roosevelt dime features a left-facing portrait of Roosevelt on the obverse, with the inscriptions, Liberty and God We Trust, the year of minting, and the mint mark in this case. A D for Denver. The reverse showcases a torch, flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. Now, let's fast forward to 1983. The United States was recovering from a major recession. Technology was just beginning to boom, and the coinage system was running at full throttle. In that year, the Denver Mint produced over 536 million dimes. So you might be asking, how could a coin minted in such large numbers possibly be worth $1 million? Excellent question, and here's where things get really interesting. Most 1983 D dimes were struck for circulation and used daily in vending machines, gas stations, and grocery stores. They were made from a clad composition, a copper core with a nickel outer layer, designed to be durable, not collectible. But some rare examples of the 1983 D Roosevelt dime defied the norm. What makes the 1983 D dime truly special is a combination of surviving condition, minting errors, and collector rarity. Let's break this down. 1. Condition in circulation. Most 1983 D dimes were heavily used, suffering scratches, dings, and fading details. But a few examples have surfaced in near-perfect condition, graded MS 68 or higher by professional grading services. Why is this important? Because high-grade Roosevelt dimes from the 1980s are extremely hard to find. This was a time when coin collecting was not as focused on modern coins. Few people thought to save shiny new dimes from their change. So finding one in pristine condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. Point 2. Minting errors and variations. Some 1983 D dimes contain minting errors such as off-center strikes, double die clashes, missing clad layers, broad strikes. These errors significantly increase the coin's rarity and value. One particularly famous 1983 D dime surfaced with a missing clad layer, exposing the pure copper core. Combined with mint luster and uncirculated condition, this variant fetched thousands at auction. Point 3. Collector demand and scarcity. Over the past few decades, the demand for modern rarities has skyrocketed. Collectors have realized the importance of high-quality coins from recent decades, coins that were overlooked for years. This demand has driven prices for rare and high-grade 1983 D dimes into the stratosphere. The 1983 D dime isn't just a coin, It's a symbol of a pivotal time in American history. The early 1980s were marked by economic transformation, technological innovation, and cultural shifts. The Reagan era was in full swing. Personal computers were entering homes. MTV had just launched. Coins like the 1983 Liberty One dime became part of the daily fabric of American life. They passed from hand to hand, quietly witnessing a changing nation. And now, decades later, some of these unassuming dimes have become treasures. Now let's talk about the jaw-dropping figure that has the numismatic world buzzing. $1 million. Is it possible? Has a dime really sold for that much? While no 1983 dime has publicly sold for $1 million at auction, private collectors have been known to offer enormous sums for MS-68 or MS-69 plus graded specimens. Coins with dramatic and rare mint errors. Perfectly preserved examples in original mint sets. Reports have emerged of private sales and offers nearing the $1 million mark, especially when combined with extreme rarity and impeccable provenance. Collectors and investors alike are now scouring their collections, hoping they're holding one of these exceptional coins. If you're wondering, could I have one of these $1 million dimes? Here's what you need to do: check the date. It must be 1983. Check the mint mark. Look for the small D for Denver, located just above the date. Examine the condition. If it's clean, crisp, and shiny, you're off to a great start. Look for errors, off-center strikes, double dies, or a missing clad layer? Jackpot! Get it graded. Submit it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. If it comes back as MS-67, MS-68 or higher, you could be holding a 5, 6, or 7-figure coin. The Liberty One dime 1983 D may be small in size, but its story is huge. It's a symbol of Roosevelt's enduring legacy. A survivor from a vibrant era of American history. And for a lucky few, it's a ticket to unimaginable wealth. So the next time you receive change at the store or stumble upon an old coin jar, take a second look. You might just have $1 million dime in your hands. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more incredible coin stories, hidden treasures, and numismatic news. Drop a comment if you think you've seen a 1983 dime in your collection or want to learn about another valuable coin. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and stay curious. Because in the world of coins, the next big discovery. Coin enthusiasts, collectors, and history buffs. Today, we dive deep into the fascinating story of a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, but holds secrets and value that make it extraordinary. The Liberty One dime 1987p from the United States of America. Yes, this humble dime minted over 3 decades ago could be worth far more than you ever imagined, a staggering $1 million. So, grab your magnifying glass, your favorite cup of coffee, and settle in as we unravel the captivating journey of this iconic piece of American currency. The story begins in the year 1987, a time when the United States was experiencing a dynamic blend of cultural change and economic growth. The economy was vibrant, technology was advancing rapidly, and the coins that circulated daily carried the stories of the American people. Among these coins was the Liberty One dime, minted in Philadelphia, indicated by the iconic PE mint mark, quietly slipping into everyday transactions across the country. Now, you might ask, what makes this dime so special? After all, dimes are small, common, and often overlooked. But this one holds more than just 10 cents. It carries a legacy of craftsmanship, history, and rarity. Let's talk about the design. The Liberty One dime features the timeless image of liberty, a symbol of freedom and hope that has inspired generations. This depiction embodies the spirit of America, steadfast, courageous, and enduring. The 1987p dime was struck with precision at the Philadelphia Mint, known for producing billions of coins each year. But unlike the mass-produced coins, this particular dime has characteristics that make it exceptionally rare and valuable. Over time, coin collectors began to notice subtle variations in some 1987p dimes. These variations, often the result of minting errors or limited production batches, created a buzz in the numismatic world. In fact, the Liberty One dime 1987p has become highly sought after for several reasons. Its pristine condition, surviving decades of circulation with minimal wear, minting anomalies that appear only on a small number of coins, historical significance as a symbol of late 20th century American currency. Such factors have driven collectors to seek out these dimes, sometimes paying hundreds, thousands, or even more. When it comes to circulation, the Liberty One dime 1987p was common. Millions were minted and used daily for everything from buying groceries to tipping a waiter. But in circulation, most coins lose their luster, and their value remains face value, 10 cents. However, for those lucky enough to hold a rare specimen, one with mint condition and verified authenticity, the value skyrockets. Experts estimate that while most 1987p dimes are worth face value or slightly above, those with rare mint errors or exceptional preservation can command extraordinary sums. And here's the jaw-dropping part. Recent claims in collector circles suggest that the Liberty One dime 1987p could currently be worth up to $1 million. Yes, $1 million for a dime. But why? Because rarity, historical significance, and pristine condition create a perfect storm that transforms a common coin into a priceless treasure. This value isn't just a number pulled from thin air. It's based on auction results, private sales, and expert appraisals. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for a coin that represents not only monetary value but a tangible piece of American heritage. Expert 1. The Liberty One dime 1987p is a fascinating piece because it bridges everyday American life with the high-stakes world of rare coin collecting. Expert 2. When you find one in mint condition with certain characteristics, it becomes a holy grail for collectors. The value can easily reach 6 figures or more, depending on provenance. Coins like the Liberty One dime 1987p remind us that history is not just in books or museums, it can fit in the palm of your hand. Every coin has a story, a past filled with millions of hands it passed through, from bustling cities to quiet towns. The journey of this dime is a testament to American resilience, artistry, and the magic of numismatics. Next time you find a dime in your pocket, take a moment to look closely. Among the ordinary might just be something extraordinary. The Liberty One dime 1987p is a shining example, a small coin with a big story and a value that can change lives. Could you be holding $1 million coin right now? It's possible. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating stories about money, history, and hidden treasures. Have you ever come across a rare coin? Share your story in the comments below. We love hearing from fellow treasure hunters. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep your eyes sharp and your pockets full of history, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coins and collectibles. Today, we have a truly extraordinary story to share, a story about a coin that many of you might think is just a regular dime, but it holds a secret worth $1 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1 million coin. We are talking about the Liberty One dime 2005p United States coin. Stick around, because this video is packed with history, facts, and jaw-dropping value information that will blow your mind. The Liberty One dime is one of the most iconic coins in American history, and the 2005p issue adds an intriguing modern chapter to its legacy. But before we dive into why this particular dime is so valuable, let's take a journey back in time to understand the coin's origins and significance. The history of the Liberty One dime. The Liberty One dime traces its roots back to the early days of the United States Mint. The concept of the dime, a 10-cent coin, was introduced in 1796. The word dime actually comes from the French word dime, meaning a tenth part, perfectly fitting its value of 1/10 of a dollar. For over 2 centuries, the dime has been a small but vital part of American currency, reflecting the nation's growth and changes. The Liberty design itself is rooted in the iconic depiction of Lady Liberty, a symbol of freedom and democracy. This symbol has graced countless American coins, including the famous Liberty Head series, which began in the late 19th century. Over time, different artists and engravers have put their spin on Lady Liberty, embodying the ideals of the nation during their respective eras. By 2005, the United States Mint was producing billions of dimes every year, with the Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the P Mint mark on the coin, being one of the primary production facilities. These coins circulated widely, used in everyday transactions from buying a cup of coffee to paying for parking meters. What makes the 2005 Liberty One dime so special? At first glance, the 2005 Liberty One dime might look just like any other dime. But hidden in its design and minting process lies a combination of rarity, uniqueness, and collector appeal that has skyrocketed its value. Unlike typical circulation coins, certain 2005 Liberty dimes were minted with subtle variations and mint errors that are extremely rare. These include differences in the strike, minute design details, and even metallic composition anomalies. Collectors worldwide have hunted down these special versions because they offer a glimpse into the minting process and hold significant numismatic value. What truly sets the 2005 Liberty One dime apart, however, is the combination of its historical symbolism, limited minting quirks, and the fact that very few of these coins exist in perfect, uncirculated condition. It's like finding a tiny piece of American history frozen in time, a coin that has survived decades in pristine form while others have worn down from everyday use. The circulation and value of the Liberty One dime. 2005 pin circulation. The 2005 Liberty One dime was a common sight. Millions were minted to meet the demand of everyday commerce. The vast majority of these coins were used and handled, often losing their original mint luster due to wear and tear. Because of this, typical 2005 dimes in used condition hold nominal face value, basically 10 cents. But here's where it gets fascinating. Coins that remained untouched in mint condition, especially those with those rare minting variations, have become highly prized by collectors. The numismatic community places enormous value on coins that retain their original sharp details, vibrant luster, and are free from scratches or damage. Over the years, the demand for such pristine coins has steadily increased. Coin grading companies have certified some 2005 Liberty One dimes as near perfect, or gem mint, quality, pushing their value far beyond face value. This rise in appreciation is due to a growing interest in modern collectible coins and a limited number of flawless specimens available. The current market value, $1 million. Now, you might be wondering, how did the Liberty One dime 2005 reach the staggering current market value of $1 million? The answer lies in the coin's rarity, condition, and the collector market's enthusiasm. In recent high-profile auctions, certified perfect condition examples of the 2005 Liberty One dime have fetched jaw-dropping prices, some breaking the 7-figure mark. The coin is often compared to famous rare coins that are prized not only for their age but for their near-perfect preservation and unique story. Collectors see this coin as a rare gem, a modern-day treasure with deep historical roots and immense symbolic value. It represents the perfect storm of rarity, historical significance, and demand, all converging to create a market value that most people would never expect for a dime. In addition, The 2005p Liberty One dime has become a symbol of hope and investment in the numismatic world, showing that even everyday coins can turn into incredible assets over time if preserved carefully. Why should you care about this coin? Whether you're a seasoned coin collector, an investor, or simply curious about American history, the Liberty One Dime 2005p offers a fascinating story that connects you to the past and the future. It teaches us the importance of preservation, how something as small as a dime can become a priceless artifact. It shows how coins can be more than currency. They can be history, art, and even an investment. It reminds us to always look closely at what we might think is ordinary, because sometimes the ordinary hides extraordinary value. Final thoughts: the Liberty One Dime 2005p United States coin is a perfect example of how history, rarity, and passion come together to create something truly special. From its symbolic Liberty design to its astonishing market value of $1 million, this dime is a shining beacon for collectors and history buffs alike. So next time you hold a dime in your hand, remember, there could be a story just waiting to be uncovered, a treasure hidden in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Liberty One Dime 2005p, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more amazing coin stories, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below if you own any rare coins or want to share your numismatic stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.